Welcome back to another episode of the DJ Sessions on Location Sessions, coming to you from ADE in Amsterdam. Right now, I'm sitting here on the exclusive houseboat location on the canal with none other than Somna. How are you doing this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm so glad it's not raining. This is a beautiful location. So
last night we were totally drenched upon on the way back. We had one umbrella from Club Escape that I allowed my friend to use, but I got totally drenched. But you know what? I'm from Seattle. You're from Vancouver. We're used to this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know, they say if you own an umbrella and you use an umbrella in Seattle, you're not from Seattle. So I kind of felt I was a little bit from Seattle. But hey, we're here at ADE, and tell me, how has your ADE been so far?
It's been good. I got here yesterday, and it was. I feel like I'm taking it a little bit easier this ADE. Like, I think this is like my 7th ADE now, and this year I just have a little bit less meetings, a lot more mixers, but just trying to take it a bit easier, I think. Yeah.
After learning from last year and not doing back-to-back interviews, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna schedule an interview, and then I'll give myself 30 minutes. And then I'll schedule an interview, I'll give myself 30 minutes. And it's only going to be, of course, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for those interviews. And then we get to go see the lovely rest of the town for the rest of the time we're here. Nice. So you are actually playing 3 shows this weekend. Tell us all about that.
3 shows on Friday, actually.
3 shows on Friday.
Yeah, it's that's why I'm taking it easy before Friday. So I'm doing a 5 o'clock in the afternoon set at the Black Hole Recordings pop-up store. So from 5 to 6, followed by like a signing session. And then at the Luminosity event at Panama Club, I'll be playing there from 10 to 12. And then at 4 a.m., I'm heading to the Feraldi Crane Hotel. Are you familiar with that? It's like a giant crane. It's like it's a hotel.
Not. I want to go there though. That's where we're going to end up at Friday at 4 a.m.
It's like super exclusive, and I'm the only trance act on a lineup full of like house acts, like Dave Seaman's on there, and stuff. And I'm excited.
We can get on the list for that, right?
I can try. I can definitely try. Yeah, it's sold out, but I think I can talk to the promoters.
But speaking of Black Hole Recordings, album just released. Yes. Black Hole Recordings. Autographed. Yes. Awesome. Tell us all about this album, Satellites.
This came out in May, actually. So I think maybe last year when we were talking at ADE, I was mentioning I'm like just like getting ready to release an album and stuff. So now it's out. It's, how do I explain it? I wrote this during the pandemic, and the title of Satellites is kind of like my like love letter to fans that I met through like streaming and stuff, and how like we were kind of like communicating through satellites because we couldn't go anywhere. So that's basically like the premise behind the whole album.
Is there video included with this? Because I know that your outfits, and you're notorious for doing crazy stuff on camera
on Twitch.
That totally is amazing. I don't know if you've ever seen this gentleman stream live before, but if you do, it's one of the most prolific shows online. Lots of fun. Check it out when he's streaming live. Do you have a regular streaming schedule?
It gets weird. I stream every Wednesdays and Sundays. So Wednesdays I stream at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so like LA time. And on Sundays at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so LA time as well. And I try to stick to that. This week is a little bit more difficult, I guess, because I'm out here. And it is Wednesday today, isn't it? Wait,
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
This is what happens when you're ADE.
That happened to me downstairs like 20 minutes ago. I'm like, is today Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. Oh, it's ADE time.
Yeah, it's morphin time.
It's morphin time.
Morphin time.
But anyways, in addition to your live streaming shows, what are some of your upcoming shows that you have other than just ADE? Are you going to go back home after this? Yeah. You got some upcoming tour, or is this upcoming shows? Or tell us about what you got upcoming.
I have a tour going on right now. I have a whole bunch of shows I'm super excited about. So actually, after ADE, I'm going to be flying to England. I'll be performing at the...
That's only 50 minutes away.
Yeah. Emporium Super Club.
Okay.
In Colville. That's on October 28th. That's actually under one of my previous aliases, which is roadie style, when I used to do the harder edge style of music.
Okay.
So, and then I fly back to Canada, and then on November 3rd, I'm playing in Minneapolis. November 4th, I'm in New York City. And then November 18th, I'm playing at Dream State, SoCal, in Los Angeles.
That's a big one.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
That's a big one.
And then in December, on December 9th, I'll be in Osaka, Japan.
I'm jealous. I want your tour schedule.
I
don't want to go back to Seattle right now.
So I'm very fortunate right now that I'm getting some bookings. It's not always like this. It's very up and down.
You know, and is it just trance music, or do you work with any other styles? Are you into any other mediums, any other genres that you play? You mentioned an alias, so...
Yeah, so the harder stuff I used to do as roadie style, I don't really do much of that anymore. I'll get some bookings here and there. I guess as Somna, I'm known for trance, but I'd say my sound is more like just like anything melodic, because I've on this album there's like a melodic bass track, there's a house track on there as well too. I do love writing all kinds of music. I'm primarily a trance producer and DJ, but I'd say my sound kind of isn't just kind of like your typical trance. It's very influenced by different styles of music.
Okay. And Ava Recordings. Is Ava or Ava?
It's Ava.
Ava. It is Ava. Ava Recordings. Tell us about your involvement with that.
So I'm a co-owner with Andy Moor, who lives out in the UK. We have a wonderful team.
Why do I know Andy Moor?
He's a much bigger name than I am, for sure. He's a very prolific name in the trance.
I think I've had him on the show before.
I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I co-own it with him, and I also manage it together with my team. We have like a wonderful team, and we release music across over 3 different labels, sub-labels. Okay. We've got Ava Recordings, Ava White, which is more that classic and like uplifting, like faster style of trance. And then we have Ava Deep, which is like melodic techno and progressive. So yeah, it's going well.
How often do you release tracks? How like your production schedule, your production timeline? What does that look like? Is that how often?
I have a release or a remix of one of my tracks. I'd say every like 4 to 6 weeks. That's kind of the goal. Like my management and I aim for. It's like every month and a little bit there's something new happening. Just keep the momentum and stuff. So. I have a new release coming out this Friday. I don't know if this probably won't air until after ADE, but on the 20th, I have a remix that's coming out on Ava, and then following that in November, Richard Durand did a remix of one of my tracks from the album, which will be coming out on Magic Music, and I believe that's November 3rd when it's coming out. And then we're just kind of in the process of scheduling the other remixes from my album, but there's some fantastic ones.
How's the car test working out?
The car test is working out. I actually bought a new car recently. I sold an Acura TSX, like a 97 one, and got a RDX. It's like just a 2011, so it's kind of old, but it's my parents' car. They couldn't drive anymore, so I sold my car and bought my parents' car. And yeah.
One of my first cars was my mom's Cadillac that I had, a 1980 Sedan DeVille. Okay. I put 215s in the back, and we had a lot of car tests with that back in the day. But, the sound system in the car, you got to test the track in the car. What does it sound like in the car?
Definitely.
If it doesn't sound good in the car, then it's going to sound good afar. I just made a rhyme. I was
like,
on time.
There was like a bee that was like flying around, or a wasp, and I was like just eyeing it, and I'm like, oh, don't come in the interview.
And I knocked down the spider web earlier. So, I was like, gosh, I could have got caught there. Anyways, back to future music. Release on the 20th. Are you going to test that out in the crowd?
I am, weekend? Yeah. I'll be playing it this weekend.
Cool.
Or this Friday.
What's the name of that track?
It's called Tempest. And the original artist is Lumen. He's an artist from China. He's like in the top 100 actually. He's like
top 100, like DJ Mag,
yeah.
100.
I think he's like 99 or 91 or something like that. But yeah, I've been playing it, testing it for a while. And I even played it on A State of Trance back in May on the radio show. So it's finally coming out now.
What are your thoughts on the DJ Mag top 100? Is that a relative moniker? Is that something you want to aspire to make, or is it something just like, it'd be cool if I made it, but
I mean, like, I'd be like, yeah, it'd be cool if I make it. I'd love to make it. I think it's very difficult to make it on there. There's so many factors to getting on there. So it's not something I stress about at all. I think I'm just happy that people are listening to my music. And that's kind of like the reward, the best reward at the moment. So, but hey, if I get on there someday, then I can stop playing for peanuts and start charging more or something. No, it could be good.
Best piece of advice you've ever been given by a peer, what would that be?
Oh, been given by a peer. I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, like, I have advice that I give out to people, but given by peers, best advice. I guess like it would just be like, don't worry about what other people think of you, and just do your own thing and stuff. And yeah, if you get knocked down, and just keep working harder, because the best way to kind of like prove yourself to the people that are looking down on you is just to be better, to do better. I guess. Yeah.
Who's the most influential person you've ever met backstage?
Oh God, backstage. I mean, like, can I say my manager? Because I like met her like backstage, and now she's like just one of the smartest people like in the industry. And absolutely like fights for me and cares for my career, and I could be more happy. Her name's V, by the way, and yeah, I'd say like I'm trying to come up with like something clever, but honestly, everyone that I've met has something exciting to give. It's hard to be like, this guy's like the best or something.
What's something that V really fought for to be on your rider?
Oh, on my rider. I don't feel like we've had to fight for much on my rider, because it's really simple. Like, there's some random stuff on there that, it's kind of harder for people to get, like boba, like a milk tea or something like that. It's not hard to get, but
brown M&Ms in a chalice. Only brown M&Ms in a chalice.
No, I'm happy.
The dark brown M&Ms in a chalice.
Get me some like milk tea with like pearls, and I'm good. But they don't like really serve that in clubs, so they have to go out of the way if they want to get it in. It's just it's an optional like bonus. So.
That I have a feeling you find it'd be easier to find bubble tea here in Amsterdam than it would in other cities. But Vancouver, you probably find it pretty easily.
Oh yeah,
I would assume.
Yeah, Vancouver for sure. Even Seattle. No, I feel like there'd be a lot. Amsterdam's actually like, I'm not gonna lie, I've had some bubble tea out here, some boba, and it's not good.
Oh no!
I bought Black Hole Recordings, the entire office, like a whole bunch, because I'm like, you gotta like, taste the nectar of life. And then they're like, yeah, this is good. But then on their face, it was just like, this is not good.
Would you be seeking a sponsorship deal from Boba?
Oh, 100%. Like, without a doubt. Like, yeah, I would take a sponsorship from
Boba, are you listening?
Yeah. Like, cha time,
get on this.
Like, I'm looking at you. Like, I'll take bubble tea sponsorships.
Is there anything else you'd like to let our DJ Sessions fans know about before we let you get back to ADE in this wonderful world of Amsterdam?
Well, I guess like now's the time to drop my social media. You can find me at Somna Music on everything. Actually, like it's just the same handle for everywhere, and I love connecting with people. So if you guys like message me, I'll message back and stuff. And yeah, it's just great to connect with people.
Definitely check out this new album, Satellites.
Please stream my album.
Please play them.
Put rice on my table.
We're going to be giving away these albums to some of our ardent fans on the DJ Sessions. Thank you, Somna, for coming on the show. Absolutely. Always a pleasure having you here. Definitely catch up with you with the virtual sessions here in the near future. Find out everything else you got going on. Again, have a wonderful ADE.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me on the show again. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. On that note, don't forget to go to our website, thedjsessions.com. Find us on X, Meta, Twitter, Twitch, whatever, all those things. TikTok. We were talking about TikTok earlier. Yeah. We need to work on our TikToks.
I need to work on my TikTok.
TikTok. But everything's at our website, thedjsessions.com. 600 news stories, exclusive interviews, exclusive mixes, and more at thedjsessions.com. Somna, did I say it right?
Yes.
I did say it right. Sometimes you never know, Sometimes it's like half and half.
It's kind of hard to not say Somna right, I think. Like, Somne?
Well, I think Soma.
Oh, okay. There is a Soma, I think.
Soma FM.
Yeah.
Groove Salad, one of my favorite radio stations, internet radio stations. Been listening to it for, maybe before you were born.
I don't know, man.
No.
I look young, but...
You look...
I's old.
I's old.
I's old.
Anyways, Somna and Darren coming to you from ADE in Amsterdam for the DJ Sessions. And remember, on the DJ Sessions, the music never stops.